Our stem cells are from a lab. What's great about Tucson Wellness, we don't always use a compound pharmacy. We are partnered with actual labs. And there's a lot of benefits that we're not going to talk about that today. But this lab is literally right behind our building. And that was a coordinated effort. We were ordering our stem cells out of California from a quality lab. And we convinced them to come out to Tucson and be right behind us because of the advanced care we're using now with comprehensive recovery. And a lot of that has to do with the experts we have on our team, like Dr. Miner here, and the quality of your orange jelly, your stem cell exosomes need to be top notch. Now, typically they ship them from wherever you get them in the country on dry ice, but it's really nice to have the lab right behind us because they're in that sub 80 freezer, preserved with the freshest quality, and that increases the likelihood for success. When someone has pain that affects their lifestyle, you don't want to leave anything to chance. You really want the best quality of something for increased chance and likelihood of healing. And so Dr. Meyer also, his expertise, he uses specific techniques to also take that quality and then administer it into the body. And I guess you can talk briefly about that.
Certainly. So an injection is only as good as the proceduralist and to their skills. So being able to utilize a piece of equipment like an ultrasound where I can see the tissue, I can see the needle, I can see the damaged tissue. If needed, a procedure can be performed like microneedling through a partial tendon tear. But that ultrasound really gives us the ability and gives me the ability to see the tissue, to know exactly where I'm injecting, because those expensive stem cells, PRP, these things can only be as effective as where they're put and placed inside the body, and ultrasound gives us that tool to be able to do that.
Yeah, and that just goes back to not misleading the people who need help. Like, you always want to include diet, biokinetics, quality of product, and then quality of the provider. In this case, it's Dr. Miner. So I think it's important for people to know that cellular tissue, PRP, can be extremely effective. We see it all the time. We treat thousands of people a year. And it's important to know that the recovery likelihood of success is only as good as the product, the procedure, and then the protocols you have set forth.